The coroner says Schulte was stabbed multiple times in her head, face, neck, and chest. She also had injuries to her hands, which the coroner says shows she was trying to defend herself.
Garibaldo is behind bars tonight on more than $1 million bond. And now Amanda Faye shares the story of a woman previously abused by this same man.
Could have been me. Like, that's scary. The whole situation's really scary.
It's how Nichole Clark feels after learning the man who served 2 years in prison for assaulting her is now facing murder charges.
He smiled a couple times when he was hitting me on top of me. He enjoyed it. He enjoyed it.
Nichole says she was in a casual relationship with Juan Garibaldo in 2019.
He seemed like a sweetheart, just like a big teddy bear, and I trusted him.
She says at first he never gave her a reason to fear for her safety, but here and there he would lie to her or try to control her. Then in February of 2019, she says they got into an argument, which escalated to physical violence.
He was next to me, and next thing I knew, I was laid back. He was straddled on top of my stomach, on top of me, and just left, right, just going and going. And finally he got tired, winded, and gave me a break.
Nichole says he also kicked her in the face with steel-toed boots a number of times. She eventually got out of the bedroom and he pushed her down the stairs. She says the abuse continued, but somehow she got out of the house and outran him.
I just kept going and going and going, and he ran out of breath, and I got to safety.
Garibaldo was indicted on felonious assault charges and sentenced to 2 years in jail. He was released in April of last year. Nichole says he could have potentially gotten a longer sentence if she was able to stand trial, but she was traumatized and unable to face her abuser in court.
I've been taking this really personally, like had I tried harder, had I just not sucked it up and went out on trial and just did what I had to do, maybe that wouldn't have happened to her.
Nichole says if she could do anything now, it would be to tell women who are in abusive relationships not to ignore the red flags.
Even the small ones, it seems like it's not a big deal, but like I said, they're showing you who they are.
Reporting in North Toledo, Amanda Faye, WTOL 11.
We're learning more today about a way that Toledo is trying to fight domestic violence. The city is looking into hiring a new domestic violence prosecutor and clerk. Funding for these positions was just approved this week in the city budget. When the people are hired, they will work alongside with the city's law department.